achievement did I get? Because I've... Oh, well, I'll figure that out later. I'll look up my achievements after. But yeah.
Like, it would be pretty funny if the camera pulled farther out and the heavies were also standing in the circle just looking down at her too, but that'd be a little bit too much work.
Whoa. Dessa did make it clear from the get-go.
Yeah,
this is what she
was not
wanted
kidding around.
Yeah.
Honestly, if it wasn't going to be her, it was going to be Rion, so, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe even, one of the... Oh, hey, there's a Mattel here. One last effort for Jen.
Good question. Now, that said, like, how would you put Liv on trial? Like, I guess you'd have to, like, handcuff her or something.
Well, she's kind of burned herself out on mana as well. Like, this was her last blast.
Yeah, that was her last stand. It's your call. You're in the driver's seat.
But you're right. You know what? Face trial.
Yeah, we may have closure, but the people of Mediel don't.
And Banks is on an awkward clock, so if she wants it, this is probably her only chance to get it.
Yeah, for Liv to... She wants to see Liv dead and buried.
Mm-hmm. And it... Yeah. Nice to see Moss up here.
Okay.
Yeah, the importance of the rule of law, not the rule of force. Because rule of force got them into this problem.
Exactly. So, we need to establish the rule of law, and also make sure that everybody necessary has, like, established the proper, like, image, face, now we're starting to move into, like, PR territory rather than, like, war territory, I guess.
International relations, and legitimacy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely legitimacy. Also, I guess the helicopter gave up, so I guess good on the helicopter pilot.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, because... And Rion's basically, no, I may be from here, but I'm going to trust my betters. Yeah, Rion not helping. Oh. Okay, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, she had this nice big Patrick Stewart speech lined up, and nobody wants to hear it. What's it going to be? So here is our big choice. Does she let should she let Liv stay dead? Does she resurrect Liv? Or does she wait out the clock, give herself, just enough time to let it sink in, and then resurrect her to face trial?
Well, those sound like pretty accurate descriptions of what happens if we pick each of those three options, so... Yeah, I mean, she's either getting past this right now or she's not getting past it, so I guess, fine, I'll bring her back. It's the right thing to do for, like, the country or some such.
Yeah.
You still got the self-satisfaction of being the person to shoot her in the face.
one of those factors was the assault rifle you had in your hand.
Sure. Okay, yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, because we did see those suppressors.
It is a big craft, but it's still a craft.
So if they just wait 20 minutes, they can. And so we finish Act 4, the counter heist.
Yeah, Reactor knows when they've been outmaneuvered, so I guess Geddon, the president, called the retreat.
Yeah, without Liv to act as an anchor,
Yeah, that's it. Don't throw more money into this pit.
Especially once they prove that the man has been burned.
Exactly.
Are you sure you want to be delivering this speech to us and not to the people? I think you're shoo-in for the new, leader of the country.
Well, good job, everyone.
A worse one.
Indeed.
That's a nice thing, having foreign.
Yeah, we will pay
assistance.
you back. We'll figure out how to do it. Exactly.
I'm not really giving a shit. I mean, to be fair, he is Druid Mafia, and even in the World War II, there was the Mafia kind of closed ranks against outside influence in America, so there is justification for that.
Yeah. Yeah, prickly friend will work.
Yeah. Eulogy and solve my murder. That's high praise.
Well, she's always hiring.
Yep. And Moss is seeing in Zan the consequence of, using and abusing your people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just kind of showed up on your doorstep, and you were the one who put trust into all of us to help you out. That's true. We would not have been able to do this without the Medill militia.
Yep. General wanted it, yeah. We may have broken a few laws in the process.
Just a bit. I'm making the little pinchy motion with my fingers here.
Yeah. 4 nations and counting.
I can think of worse places to be asylum seekers in than this country.
Yeah. There's a thing to say where, you guys didn't help us, you're not getting these crooks. Or at least not for a couple of years. And that was Tactical Breach Wizards. So
we can all take a break, regroup, and see what the future looks like. Breathe a little easier.
Yeah.
Finally deal with some of the personal problems that we've been kind of shoving aside and, confronting in trauma dreams, certainly, but have the time to have some more conversations.
Mm-hmm. These little character epilogues.
Oh. It's good that she has a documents guy. Very useful guy to know.
Yeah. Also, the documents guy, I think, is Rion.
Sure. Sounds like someone else.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think she's being exactly subtle here. I think you can take a hint, Jen.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, Jen might still be, a little on the, have an adrenaline rush going on. Or as that, or fighting to put the safety goggles on Daryl. Commodity. That's your word of the day, people.
That's true. Optimism helps, but, it's not just gonna suddenly make you cured or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yes.
That's true. Do you really want Jen closer to you so that she can talk to you easily?
Yeah.
That's true. Although, if she's in a separate country, she could still text you, though, depending upon how the interoperable the transnational cell networks are. Alright, let's finish up the big board and put a stamp on it. This is what happened.
So, work in with Kellen to new identity, set up a PI agency in Libely. Or search and rescue.
She
Basically,
seems pretty good at either of them. We can choose our own ending. Neat.
Yep. So which way do you think would you like to go here? Should Jen go do PI work in Libely with Dessa, or do search and rescue in Medell and stay here?
Both of them would be pretty satisfying and pretty good for a closure, but Kellen got into the PI business for a reason, and she might want to reconnect with that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who could do search and rescue, but only she can be the head of Kellen Investigations. Yeah.
So, Banks and Killen. One option is to join her in the investigation process here. The only case I ever saw you crack your core was dead before you got there. I can help with that. Or does she, go in business for herself?
Well, I certainly don't want to make Banks' decisions for her, but I think she will find it a lot easier to keep an eye on Jen if she's right there.
Yeah. You're gonna need help with all the bodies.
Fair.
Yep.
They've been through too much together to stop now.
Yeah. Was a disaster at first.
And return them.
Yeah.
Mostly alive.
Oh. Dahl and Rion. I noticed that Dahl has, Rion here has a few going away presents.
Yep. Yeah, those must have been like, gold-plated ingots or something instead of gold bars.
Or, Dahl's helping with the heavy lifting. Power armor's got to count for something. But yeah, that is a big thing. Like, Dahl is a huge face in her revolution.
She's too famous to just fade off into the sunset and, go start her own, like, farm or gardening or, like, car repair shop.
Yeah.
Settle into that kind of, like, busy retirement.
Mm-hmm. The working retirement.
Yeah, exactly. It would be pretty funny to assassinate the head of Reactor. That would look pretty good on the Hitman cred.
Yeah. And, taking a break from all this, big ticket items, well, different type of big ticket items. The challenge, churches are fortresses and the clergy all carry. How's the pay? Well, so, Dahl. Resistance leadership? Does she step back from the front lines and, take charge of the revolution? Or does she stay on the front lines with everything she's learned and experienced and lead from the front rather than lead from the back?
Well, I think there's a common thread to all of my recommendations. I'm going to try and encourage people whenever they have the chance to stay in the role they feel comfortable with. And I think for Dahl, she's going to feel a lot more comfortable on the front lines than, stuck in an office.
Yeah. Maybe when all is said and done,
Yeah.
But as for Rion...
Now, Rion...
Hey, let me just call this up.
That's true. The first chaplain would be an interesting target as well.
But for Rion here, the option is deal with the last hanging thread from this plot. Go after Gaddon.
That's true. Reactor still has a lot of irons in the fire and influence all over the globe. Whereas the first chaplain certainly is still a high-profile target, but seems to be, how do I phrase this, like, very carefully here. They're still kind of sticking to their own turf and trying to rule their own region. So they're not, like, they're still messing around with international geopolitics, of course, but, like, Reactor is at large and could be anywhere. The first chaplain is a lot more of a known element that other nations can deal with. I think Rion would both be more satisfied going after the CEO, and it's a better fit for his skill set.
Mm-hmm. Can't leave it half-cocked. Yep, decapitate reactor. Just finish the job. Come on, click there.
Of course, this is all just my opinion. You know, they have their own opinions.
And the nice thing about, being on the front lines is you get to see the enemy in the eyes when they, Oh, suicide gone wrong and eventually right. That slipped by, but I think I'll try to take screen caps for the final here.
Sure.
But
Zan has plenty to resolve, too. And I think I know just how to do it. Yeah, we're gonna make a war memorial, but it's not for, like, a terrible war gone right, but to honor the dead for, how we got to where we are now.
Yeah. But this is where he saw his vision. There was, if you go back to the previous cutscene, like, these weren't little tombstones, these were monuments.
Yeah. Something smaller.
And as revolutions go, that's pretty light.
That's right.
All the way back to the boat.
You were somewhere in between, as life always is.
Mm-hmm. But in the end, you were the right man in the right position, in the right time, at the right place.
Yeah.
But even then, he still holds regrets, because he's an old man.
Yep. You made the world a better place. That's something you can always be proud of.
Yep. And here's where the decision by Banks at the end of the actual, game there comes into play. They'll comment about the trial dragging on here if you resurrect Liv or not.
Well, go ahead.
But but this is where it merges. He's basically commenting on what would have happened if you had killed Liv Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be here talking about it, and he would drop her dog tags as, the one last person to die in this conflict. And he would comment to Jen about, seeing an empty space here and, being able to move on.
Yeah, it's the alternate timeline. That's fair.
Yeah. Lay down your burdens. And so, Zan Vesker, one last decision.
Well, does he want to stay in the general business? Does he want to start, giving to the next generation? Guiding people, tactically sure, but also just in general, to stay involved.
He can go basically support Dahl in Kalani, or he
just
can
retire
away.
Into the sunset.
Yep. And that's his decision there.
Well,
does he?
If he goes to a nice quiet place, he can reconnect with his mother, I guess. If he goes consult for the Resistance, he will probably not get to do that, unfortunately.
But this is
the hardest decision of all of them to resolve.
Yeah. Because, honestly, like, he's done his part. If he just faded away, nobody would question him. But he can, he is good at his job. He is a thinker, he is a plotter, he is a planner.
Yeah. Like, the trouble with consulting for the Resistance is whatever kind of limitations you try and set up for yourself in terms of, like, hours worked or, like, time or anything like that, like, you are still throwing yourself into the oven. Like, the pressure will be on you to help with it, and, like, you'll be tempted yourself to give, like, 110% even when, like, you shouldn't be.
Yeah. And he has done 25 years as a Navy Seer. He is extremely old, retired. Honestly, maybe
I guess he could give it a try to consult for the Resistance. It sounds like they can't exactly stop him leaving if he wants to leave.
Yeah, he's got Dahl on his...
The question is whether he wants to leave.
Yeah, because, in the Resistance, he'll have Dahl to help back up.
That's true. I think that's the tiebreaker. If he were doing this all by himself, he wouldn't necessarily know how to regulate himself, but having a friend right there, I think that will make the difference.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
And, yep. Taught tactics to the Resistance for 2 years.
Great.
Because he doesn't have to take the front line. He can pass on his experience.
Sounds good. Steve Clark.
Oh, god damn it!
Did he sneakily find a way to get some character development? Oh, he's gonna write a book, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna travel the talk show circuit. Oh, man.
Oh.
He's even gonna get to keep his job at the police department, isn't he? What a slime. Now, who's he talking to, though?
Looks like Medill Resistance.
They might be smart enough not to buy this.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a one-way mirror, isn't it?
It's a one... The audio thing isn't even moving either. Even in the middle of the room.
Alright.
I think
fine.
Jet broke Steve. What did you ask?
Alright, one way or another, he will get what he deserves. And Jen can rest easy knowing that the universe will take care of this for her.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's not canon, but we have it anyway.
Yep. John Roberts made this and Tom couldn't find a way to make it canon. But I think any last words before we finish
closing
off?
words, I guess?
Yeah. Unless you want to save it for like post-game stuff.
And I'm glad you had me along. I'm looking forward to playing the full game for myself and trying out some alternate builds and exploring it.
Yeah. Well, after I played through this game myself the first time, I bought it opening day. I knew that this was going to be one of the games I wanted to LP for people, and I knew you liked puzzle games and this sort of thing, so it just took me enough time to get things set up to invite you in and do all this recording.
Thanks for having me along. I'm glad I was able to help with the commentary, and I feel a little bit clever that I was able to help out with a couple of the little tactical steps, but, good job driving the car, driving the ship.
Yep, well, I'm a better driver than Steve Clark. But yeah.
I'm rolling my eyes right now. You can't see it, but I am doing it.
Mm-hmm. But that does unlock all of the, or most of the, that does unlock the post-game stuff if we ever want to do a bonus video for that.
I'll leave that to you, but my schedule's open.
Yeah. Now that we're in the post-game as well, we have the option to just reset everybody's perks.
Sure.
To
so everybody has a
to...
fixed level at this point. We can turn on and off a set of perks that corresponds to that level. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. But again, yep. So that's all the post-game stuff. Thank you for joining me, Lele. This has been almost 2 hours. But yeah, I want to thank everybody in the thread as well, and thank you again, Lele. I'll keep thanking you until the end.
I'll see you for the next project, huh?
Yep, see you for the next project. Stop.